Tucked away in the basement of the King County Library's headquarters in Issaquah is a most unusual man. And it's here that Donald Vass tends lovingly to the flame of a dying art form.
The book is such a humble artifact.
There are no computers here, no cell phones or much electronic technology at all. Instead, there are presses, brushes, shears, and a year's worth of painstaking work staring him in the face every day.
This is my backlog.
Don is a book mender. This place is called a mendery. It is the last one left in the King County Library system, one of the last, period. And in a few years, when Don is finished, he will not be replaced. There is no apprentice learning from him. His skills will not be passed down.
Do you feel like a last bastion of that thing that used to be so important to so many people?
Yeah, when something is dying, we tend to love it more than when the death threat was not upon it.
Don Vass has a special relationship with books.
Traditional books have such a modest, unassuming appearance, if not vulnerable, and yet their ability to influence is so wildly powerful. In any direction, they can soothe and bring solace, or agitate, even destroy. They can enlighten and clarify, or they can bring darkness and confusion. They can be your best friend, or they can be your archenemy.
I brought to him a book that means something to me.
This book my dad got for me when I was about in second grade.
This has got to be the most rewarding part of this job, is when people, patrons or staff come in. This used to be my grandmother's. Yeah. This used to be my great uncle. And it's wonderful.
And
my copy of Ivanhoe had seen better days. Don went to work. He made a wheat paste concoction, shot it into the corner with a hypodermic needle, and then clamped it so it could dry.
Something with so much power to enter our lives ought to be respected.
The truth is that the vast majority of battered and well-loved books never make it to the last book mendery. They are instead thrown away. It's cheaper that way. Don feels his beloved mendery being pulled irresistibly toward the same fate because, well, it's cheaper that way.
I think the most fundamental reason for mendery to be saved as it is, which is a place all about resourcefulness and all about renewing lives that have become broken. The reason is that we not become more wasteful a people than we already are. Wasteful in doing, in living, in thinking, in feeling, being.
He cares for books and the ideas they carry. He bandages them up and sends them back into battle. All the while, Donald Vass knows full well that this is the last stand for this last mendery. But in a homemade envelope that he keeps on a shelf, there is a passage he stumbled across in a book one day when he needed it the most.
Whatever struggle you have met, find its meaning, and it will cease to be a struggle.
That passage continues to bring him comfort as he tends lovingly to the flame of a dying art form.
Donald, kind of my hero, buddy.
Likewise.
You do great work. You do great work.